Everybody, this is the total crypto market cap. We're going to take a look at XRP here in a second. But the Fed meeting this afternoon, you can see this drop whoop, right there that we had. All right, you can see the volume down in here. The buy volume that came in, 371 billion. You also had quite a bit of sell volume in here. These two big red candles right here, bearish, big bearish candles. All right, but when you look at this chart, what do you see really? I see 5 waves down, right? Kind of just played out what it was supposed to play out here, right like that. So nothing. I mean, obviously put a big scare in the market. If you come over here, and this was the total market cap, right? It's down $158 billion right now. All right, the total too. If you take a look at these, all right, this is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin. If you come out on a daily, I want to show you something here because this looks like to me, when you look at this chart right here, and this, this could be a shakeout too, or wave 4 in here, but it looks like an ABC pattern. It's exactly what this looks like. Look at that, right to the 702. You got wicks up through here, obviously, but right here. I mean, anybody that looks at charts can see this. A, B, looks like a pull down, possibly to 1.26. We're gonna put a box down here. I like putting these there on the videos. That's exactly what it looks like to me, and we'll check back on it tomorrow or the day after here, but looks like an A, B, C right there. That'll shake some people out of the market for sure. And if you come over to the total 3, this is the total market, excuse me, market cap, excluding Bitcoin and ETH. Same thing. And you put a fib on here. You got closes at the 618. Wicks up to the 702. You pull this down on top. Oops, let's get it on there, right? And we'll check back on this, but I almost bet my, I'm pretty confident that that's what's going to happen here. You're going to have A, B. We'll check back on it in a couple days, like I said, but ABC. And you have this down. I mean, this is everything excluding Bitcoin and ETH. It's down 51 billion. 51 billion. All right, so obviously you come up here, the total market cap's down 166. I don't see an ABC in here. All right, in this one. You have a trend line coming up through here. Is it going to smash through it and have a little bit of a pull back down here to the previous? This is the previous all-time high right here. Right, if we come out on a weekly, all right, pull this in. There it is, right there. That is the 2021 high right there. All right, so you can see maybe it breaks this trend line, has a pullback, a shakeout. That's probably more likely what this is. Also possibly a wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, pullback 5, up here, but that's what I'm looking at. Maybe back to, let's see how 382 lines up. That 382 and that 50% there, right? It's amazing. This Fibonacci, I love this thing. And if you learn to use one thing, trading crypto or anything, in my opinion, it's the fib. This thing is incredible. We're gonna put a box right here, see how that works out. But back test here, the previous all-time high, come down, hit that, and woof, gone. See you later. I believe that's what's happening, but we'll see, right? If you come over here, I know a couple of people on YouTube there were watching the Russell. That's flicking back and forth between a few channels. And if you take a look at this thing, this is not on a weekly. It had this massive You know, wedge formation going on here. Look at this. All right, and it broke. And that's coming back in here. Coming back into this pattern, right? Which is kind of odd. I'm wondering if it, you know, originally might have been like this or something, and coming down and back testing it, but that's where it was. You know, that's where the candles were when this thing broke. But it is coming back down in here in that Russell. You know, a lot of people depend on that as a determining factor of the markets running. You know, we'll keep an eye on this thing. If you put a fib on it, you know, move right up. We're back testing maybe the 702 here. Look at that fake out candle on the monthly. That is a typical fake out right there. You know, if you were trading, if this was on a 1 hour or something, that would be definitely be like a fake out. You have a you know, bullish green candle going up and then a bearish engulfing candle coming back down. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this thing, right? All right, let's come over here. Let's take a look at the bubbles real quick. If you would hit that like and subscribe. Had a few people donate to the channel yesterday for trying to get some stuff done with the channel, maybe an intro and stuff like that. But I try to keep all of the YouTube money that I make in YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give you guys a shout out. I got your emails. If you feel like donating anything, you know, don't feel obligated at all. But there's a USDT address in the description of the video. And then send me an email. My email address is there. I'm going to give you people a shout out here in a few days on a video. And also check out a level 3 membership, man. That gets you into our Discord, gets you over 10 hours of videos, teach you how to start charting. We have over 200 members in there. We would love to have you. All right, wow. Look at this. Pretty good pullback, huh? This Pengu, man, this thing has been ripping. This thing, $2.3 billion market cap. That's insane. You know, for a meme coin, you know what I'm saying? It's absolutely crazy. Look at this one. This one's right behind it. This one's number 60. $2.3 billion. Billion. You know? It's crazy. There's actually legitimate companies in crypto. Algo's 48, but, you know, that have a smaller market cap. That's crazy. Look at Pepe, number 23, $8.45 billion. You know, people are only betting on this going up. That's the only reason they buy it. They're betting on it going up, making money, right? I mean, you're not buying it to hold it forever. I mean, that's crazy. Just it has no, you know, no legitimate use whatsoever. But you know, that's why people buy it. They hope for that big spike that they're waiting for. You know, that's that. You know, I don't blame you. Whatever, people do what they want. You know, Doge number 7, $53.5 billion market cap. You know what has Elon Musk done for this? You know, him and his tweeting out stuff and stuff like that. If it wasn't for that, this thing would not be at number 7. That's crazy, unbelievable. All right, let's take a look at XRP. All right, we were looking originally here. We were expecting, you know, a bottom to come in right around here, right in this area. Let me get my arrow because you know we're in a long on this thing. I said if it broke this, I'm out. You know, it came down. That line, I didn't put that line there first. That was this wick that came down. I put it there. You know, it has rebounded, heading back up here, but. I put a box here during that FOMC when the Bitcoin started dropping and XRP started dropping. I was looking for it to catch in here. You know, it is back in, you know, the bottom part of this big pattern. Let's pull this out so you can see it. Wow, look at that straight up move. You know, this big wedge. It's back in it. Let's pull this over. Sorry about that. You know, you can see it has made its way back inside this thing, right up in here. So hoping it holds here and bounces up out of here on a daily. That is a very, very good support zone it just hit. Let's pull this out once. I want to see something here. Turn that alarm off. Let's pull this support over. Let's see if this is also a weekly. It's in that area, you know. It's more or less at 227, so it's really above that now. But on a daily, that's a very good support right where it hit. All right, so we're looking for it to hold there. You got your daily RSI, 20 and an 18 bullish. Show a little bit of weakness there, rolling over just a hair. All right, so we definitely want to keep an eye on that. Let's do something here real quick in these. Let's get this thing a little bigger so you can see it, right? Put this out here, make that there. There we go. All right, that's a little bit better, right? There you go. So you can see just a hair bit of weakness in it there. Out on a weekly, right at the very top here. It's getting down there quite a bit on the CCI on the bottom. You can see it coming down and hitting that moving average and flattening out down there. For sure. I mean, that, I don't know, maybe this thing is going to keep its track here and bend to the upside. Let's make that a little bit bigger so you can see it. You see how it's flattening out and starting to turn up. It's just, let's change that same color as the moving, or change the moving average color. How about to white? There we go. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better. The moving average is white. Alright, so it's just about touching that. We'll see if we get a reaction off that. And on the 4 hour, smaller time, start almost corrected here and getting down towards the bottom. That 1 hour, is that a 6 and a 15 here? Do you have a green candle here? You know, pushing up here. We back tested. Came up and back tested here at 240. All right, you're going to want to see 240 taken out. All right, they came right back up here, back tested it, and so far has gotten rejected off of it. I'm going to put a line there. That's very important. We break that 240. All right, you get back up in up above that. The smaller, like the 30, has turned to the upside. Look at how it's catching on the bottom of that now. This is that wedge, the bigger wedge I showed you. Look how it's kind of, boy, it's support here. Looks like it might hold it. The 15. 15's bullish here. Look at this. You might be getting a pullback. See, when you go in on the smaller time frames, teach you a little secret, guys. The smaller time frames tell you a ton. All right. When you see a push up on the 15 or whatever, I should, you know, this is stuff I should be just showing the members, quite honestly. And I am. I'm not going to do, I apologize, but, you know, they pay for memberships and stuff like that. I'm not going to rip that out there, but you can see here we got a wedge formation forming in here. This one over here like this, because that was a fake out to the upside right there. You're going to want to see it hold this here. You know, get a bounce up out of here on the smaller time frame. But I'm going to put a video out for the members on the smaller time frames here, because they mean a lot. They give you an idea what's happening here. You know, is this a bear flag forming in here? You know, is that what's going on here? We're going to get a pushback down here, possibly to this trend line. We'll see. Yeah, move that up just a hair. There we go. All right, so we looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe. On the smaller time frame here, it looks like it's forming a 5-wave down here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe. What would be the measured move for this? Let me take a look here. Believe me, I hope not. But I'm just showing you what I'm seeing here. I'm not really going to use that wick, because that wick was in there with the volatility earlier. And you'll find out a lot of times the wicks, yeah, it could form a double bottom here. Measured move is right back down here at this this here. Now if you did use that wick, which I really don't like to, but you know, that would put it at 215. All right, but if you don't use the wick, you know, if you come up here in the more reliable spots, quite honestly, you know, it's almost showing a double bottom in here. So you might see a double bottom here in XRP. But I'm looking for it to hold over on Bitcoin. That's what we're going to want to keep an eye on here. And it has got a nice bounce. Pulled down here to 224, and it's back up 236, almost 237. All right, now Bitcoin, that's one everybody's going to want to watch. Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance. You know, everybody's keeping their eye on that, right? Bitcoin dominance is at 58. It's green, so it's in the positive area. Let's see here. Let's go in on a... It's almost working out, just like I said here. Look at that. It's following that. You know, this possibly this 5-wave pattern. Move it over here so you can see what I'm talking about. 1, 2, with this third wave. We're going to find out real soon. It's starting to run into that trend line now. And now Bitcoin is at 101. I got a Bitcoin short yesterday in Discord. Let's come in here a little bit on the 4. There we go. Yeah, I got in a short right up here. Right, I ended up closing it over here right before the FOMC meeting. Boy, I wish I wouldn't have. I hope some people over there in Discord held this, man, because you made some really nice money if you did, for sure. All right, I still made money. Don't get me wrong. That was definitely a winning trade. Entry here, right over here on the break. Sold down here, right over here. All right, so that was. I still made money. I just would have made a lot more money if I would have held there. You know, telling you, check out that level 3, guys. I mean, we got a lot of really good traders over there, a lot of good people too. All right, now we're looking at Bitcoin here. We were looking for it to stop somewhere in this box, and the reason was, you know, a 5th wave down would have gave it a measurement about 101, pulled down here to 100,000, 100,400. All right, now it's getting a bounce from there. Is that going to be the end? Well, let's put a fib on here. Check this out. It's going to 4, right? The start of the move was really here, right? Right down here. That's, you had your high, your low, your lower high, your lower low, and then it started taking off. Right over here. All right, first place is, you know, 50% that it could bounce there. You know, more or less look at maybe 99, 98. That's a 618702. You could get a push down there. I'm going to be watching this area pretty intently. You know, it could have stopped right there at the 50%. That's very, very possible. Could get a bounce there. When you look at this, though, this is on a 4-hour. You know, it almost looks like to me like a, you know, a 1, 2, 3. You're gonna have a 4-wave pull back here and a 5th wave down, possibly. So watch for that. You know, Bitcoin, especially on the smaller time frame. But then you also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 waves there, but then on a bigger time frame, you also looks like it has 5 waves building up. So keep an eye on that. All right. Pay attention to 98.5. That could be a zone where it could hook up and run back up here. But all right, thank you so much, guys. Please hit that like and subscribe. I'll be back to you very soon. We'll keep an eye on this situation, what's going on here. Have a great day, everybody.